الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So as you have been told, this session will serve the purpose to recap on the 5 fundamental practices. So as we have been told time and time again, the importance of these 5 amals, and if we do not attain these, then will we attain spiritual openings? Will our vision become clear in the spiritual world? So inshallah we will begin the recap, but first I would like to ask a few rhetorical questions just to get the mind working and the blood flowing, inshallah. So if the foundations of this building that we are all sat today and that we've been living in for the past day, if the foundations of this building are weak, then what will happen to the superstructure? So if the superstructure will collapse, then what about our spiritual journey then? Have you thought about it like this? If our foundation, which are these 5 fundamental practices, if these are not correct, or if these are not quote-unquote up to scratch, then what will happen to the superstructure of our spiritual ascension? Will we be able to taste the fruits of Akhirah? If all that's been asked of us is 10 minutes in the day and putting a tick or a cross on a sheet, and it does not matter which one, as long as you're making progress. And what is making progress? Brother at the front, can you just the mic, please? Just this, brother, please. What's making progress with the 5 amals? So, for example, the sheets. How do we make progress by it? How do we progress?
Oh, what do you mean? If you like mess up or something?
No, as in how do you know that you are progressing on the sheets?
So the ticks are more and more.
No. You will know that you're progressing as long as you are putting a tick or a cross on the sheet. It does not matter which one, as long as you do the sheet. As long as you do the sheet. So now we need to ask ourselves really now, do we really want these spiritual openings? If we have been reminded maybe 10 times, do we want these spiritual openings? These are actions for food for thought. Do we want the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Maybe we are chasing a career, the dunya, or even if it's halal. But if we have the king, then what is the kingdom? Yes? So now, inshallah, this is going to be quite interactive now. So I want the brother next to him. Please, can you mention one of the 5 amals, please? One of the 5 amals.
One of the 5 amals?
Amals.
Intention.
G? Intention.
Is it? Explain a bit more. Or making the intention to actually like read namaz or one of the tongue sheets or doing one of them?
No. I think what you're referring to is the sincerity sheet, isn't it? So to correct your intention. Now what's the correct intention? Brother next to him.
For the pleasure of Allah.
MashaAllah, that's it. So in this sheet, we correct our intention in the beginning, middle and end of every major action. And what is the end of all ends? The intention that we should be making for every action. It is the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes? MashaAllah, that's good. Anyone else? One more. I'll pick some. Brother with the black Imam Sharif on, please. Just wait for the mic, please, inshallah. Right, okay, mashallah. And we've not actually gone through that, inshallah. That's going to be the next presentation. So we'll let Ustad Ejaz go through that, inshallah. Another one now, inshallah. Let's see who's not spoken. Yes, go on, inshallah.
To do zikr.
Right, mashallah. And what do you understand about that?
Ilaha illallah. And do is.
In fact, can you come forward, please, brother?
Yeah.
No, in fact, come here, inshallah. Mashallah. Right away, come on, let's really explore now. Come on, inshallah.
जब आपने ला कहना तो अंदर जो है ना ब्लैकनेस और जितने गुनाह हैं वो इमेजिन करने.
Yes.
और इल्लल्लाह कहना तो सारे आपके हेड से बाहर निकले.
Yes, yes.
ला इलाहा पे बाहर निकलना है और इल्लल्लाह पे जो है ना अपने हार्ट पे जो है ना.
Yes.
कुछ करनी है जो है अल्लाह का नूर जो है ना आपके दिल पे आ रहा है.
ठीक, mashallah. Really good. And how long for?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Is everyone listening? Brother at the back with the black topi on. Can you just repeat that in English, please? And can you repeat what the brother said in English, please?
He said they would call it the dot. You get the black dot on your heart. When you read La ilaha illallah, it removes from your heart.
So, no, he didn't. Basically, what the brother said was, he gave the method of how to do the La ilaha illallah zikr. So it starts from the stomach. Picture the darkness. So this could be any blockage or any sinful action that a person is doing. La ilaha, and then you picture the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala above, and then you say illallah, and then the light from the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enters the heart. Is everyone clear on that now? Is everyone clear on that now? Yes? Everyone's still not seeming that sure, to be honest? No, you're not sure? Are you clear? That's mashallah. Right, okay, mashallah. And one more, please. That's 3 done. We'll have the brother next to Sahib, please. This brother's not spoken, I don't think. We'll get a few words out of this brother, inshallah.
So, after you mentioned zikr?
Yeah, zikr we mentioned.
Namaz, prayers?
Yep, and what do you understand about that?
So, 5 times a day. It keeps you in remembrance of Allah.
Yeah, it does. We'll go a bit deeper, but we'll ask someone else now, inshallah. The brother with grey topi on. This brother here, there, that's the...
What was the question?
Can you just expand on the prayer sheet? What do we do? How do we get a tick? How do we get across?
If you pray 5 times a day,
Yep.
you've got a tick. And if you miss a salah, you put a cross and you start again.
That's fine. That's fine. I think one other aspect of this is, in fact, Shuaib's got his hand up. Let's see what Shuaib's asked on this matter.
You have to read with Jamaat. We'll try to read with Jamaat.
Yep.
That's one of the conditions.
That's one of the conditions, yeah. What I'm referring to is the spiritual level of the salah. So, just wait for them.
Yeah. So in every rakat you have the intention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you, can hear you, can see you between every rakat.
Yes, yes. And what this does is this builds this connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because if we ponder upon it, what are we doing in our salah? We say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and all thoughts of dunya are coming in. There's no huzuri there, and it's like there's no analogy that can be given to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But imagine if we asking our parents for something, and we are looking in the clouds, and we've got our hands in our pockets, and yeah, Dad, have you got £10? I really need to go out, and I want some takeaway food, and these types of things. Your parents not going to feel appreciated, is he? No? So again, there's no similitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but if we build this connection, we build a connection with the Lord of the worlds, isn't it? MashaAllah. So there's one more. There's one more now. The tongue sheet, MashaAllah, yeah. And what do we understand about this tongue sheet now?
Just basically, for controlling the tongue, are you backbiting or swearing or stuff like that? Basically.
Yeah, so there's 15 sins of the tongue, and if you go to the presentation, there's 15 sins of the tongue, and if a person abides by these, then it's a tick.
And if they don't, you put a cross there.
Yes.
Make the intention to start again.
That's it, mashallah. That's it. Exactly. So, but one question is posed now: if the actual sin was done by mistake, then is it a tick or a cross? It's a cross. No. If the sin was done unintentionally, i.e. a person is not aware, then you still put the tick on. Why? Because this is done subconsciously. So first we eradicate the conscious sin of the tongue, and then we focus on the subconscious. See? Right, yeah. So let's say, for example, we're driving and someone pulls out, and road rage or and someone pulls out in the middle of the road, and without thinking you swear. Yeah, is everyone clear on that? Yeah, and intentionally is what's called seeing someone that you don't like, and the thought comes in, and you entertain that thought, and then you physically act upon that and commit one of the sins of the thingy. So now, inshallah, has everyone made intention to start these 5 miles? Now, what I want everyone to do for the next minute or two is plan when you're going to do them, inshallah. So pick a specific time for today that everyone is going to plan to do their amals. That way we have the intention, we've planned to do them. So inshallah Azza wa Jal, we are in the red as I say. So I'd like to end there, inshallah. Subhanakallah. Yes.
During the La ilaha illallah zikr, do your eyes need to be closed, and is it in your heart, or do you have to recite it with your mouth?
No, you have to recite it with the mouth, and because there's a specific muraqabah associated to this. So, for example, you're bringing the darkness up, La ilaha illallah, then the person should close their eyes and picture all the darkness coming from the stomach, La ilaha, and then the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, illallah. Yes? Are there any more questions? Anyone got any questions? No? Tika. We'll end here, inshallah. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.
So, alhamdulillah, I hope the recap has helped. No one had any more